Ever since we 36 started the Spiral Abyss on supports only, I have seen a few people mention that we should probably go to the Imaginarium Theater. Now, I wasn't going to do this because the Imaginarium Theater absolutely sucks and I hate it, but I figured seeing as this account is drawing to a close and we probably only have a few more videos left, I might as well just jump in and try out the Imaginarium Theater and just kind of see if we can clear it. Obviously, my end goal for this account was the Spiral Abyss, so I'm not really too fussed if we don't clear this, but I figured it would be a pretty fun thing for one of the last videos on this account. Now, luckily, we do have enough characters to run max difficulty, run the visionary mode. I imagine this is probably going to be kind of difficult, but you never know. And we are definitely going to be using all of their trial characters because my Sayu, Mika, and Dori are terrible. Now, I will admit this isn't the best Imaginarium Theater to be doing because we only really get Animo, Cryo, and Electro, so our only reactions are Electro and Cryo Swell and Superconduct, which are not the best reactions. We do still get Darren and Farina and Ben as trial characters, so that is something. And I mean, it does mean we still get access to our Seat Lali and Raiden, who are two of our strongest characters. So maybe this goes well. I have a rough game plan of what I want to do for these enemies. I think this dude wants Pyro, so I'm probably going to run like a Raiden, Duran, Bennett, Sarah if I have them all available. This thing, I actually don't remember what it wants. Freeze, okay, perfect. We can run the Seat Lali team there. This one wants Electro characters, so I could probably do something there, I guess, and this one is just whatever. So I think my rough game plan is I'm going to try to keep the Raiden Duran team for the first one and the third one, and then use the freeze team for the other two. And I think that should get me through the boss floors relatively well. So it is just going to be all the other ones in between where I have very little good characters. Before we jump into this, I need to make sure everyone is built. I am pretty sure everyone up to Jean is already built, except she's on a really scuffed noblesse. And I kind of feel like she should be on something more damage focused for this because we kind of want Jean to be doing damage, I guess. I don't imagine it will be the most successful thing ever, but it might help us a little bit with our lack of damage dealers that we have. And I think I'm going to put her on Harbinger of Dawn for extra crit damage and also probably get crit rate because she can use her burst to heal. So 1600 attack and a 57 to 178. Not good, but it'll do. Rest of the characters I believe should be relatively good. At least my normally built one should be, except Seat Lali's for some reason on the wrong weapon. But aside from that, we should have everyone pretty well built. So all these guys, they're all good. And now it's the rest of these, I believe, probably aren't on very good builds. So let's try to fix some of that. Although I don't imagine that's going to be particularly easy. Ooh, yeah, we're getting really into the unbuilt characters. Okay, that's slightly a problem, although luckily because of all of my leveling up videos, we do have pretty good talents and character levels for most of them. I think the only characters in this whole list who aren't level 90 are these three. And to be honest, I could probably get some of these guys max ascended if I wanted to. But I'm going to sort out all of the other unbuilt characters first, and then I can have a look at those guys and see if I want to level them up to level 90. That's my problem with Imaginarium Theater. I need to use so many characters and I need to build so many characters, and I just cannot do that. I do not have that many builds and resources available. So I can try to get everyone well built, but they probably will not be. Although luckily some characters are pretty easy, like Layla. I can just steal all of Zhongli's pieces. I honestly keep forgetting I even have Zhongli on this account because I'm so used to never having a Zhongli. But we're just going to go for the full shield build on Layla. Then we can run Yan-san on a scuffed build. Cookie, you know what, she can just go full. This probably isn't the most useful for us. Actually, no, that's a terrible set. We're not running that. Let's put her on Gilded if I have a Gilded set. Sarah should be already built. I know she's got a weapon, good. Aoife is not built, and I'm rapidly running out of weapons to put on people. Okay, that is everyone built. Those two aren't supports, and I can't fit Diona in the team. There's not enough room for her, so we can ignore her. But that's all of these guys built, so I could try to get these two leveled up to level 90 if I have the resources, which I feel like I do. I'm pretty sure the only thing I was missing is local specialties and boss drops, and I have been doing quite a bit of farming for boss drops. So maybe we have enough lying around? Okay, well, there is enough stuff for Aoife, so we can get him up to level 90. And there we go. That is Aoife done. Let me check your talents. 6 all across the board. So that is Aoife quote unquote built, which is nice. So I can tick him off my list for the next big leveling up video where I just build every other character. And hopefully I can tick Sucrose off that list today as well, because I just need 24 of these, which I cannot craft, and 6 of these. So now, because I'm lazy, I'm just going to go in here and buy these. Never mind, I have none of this left. You know what, though? I did just realize, kind of a risky play, but Sucrose is on the banner right now, and she would be nice to get C6. I would kind of like to see some more copies of Sucrose, plus I'm lazy and really don't want to go farm wildflowers right now. So we're going to risk it, and hopefully no 5-star. Thank you. And hopefully we just get double Sucrose. That would be pretty sick, because then I can get C6 Sucrose, and that is a lot better. You're not even on the banner. Well, he is a support, so that means I get to build another support. Don't know why I got you now, because I'm pretty sure I tried to pull for Itloa last update. Didn't get him when he was a raid-up character on the banner. I guess we get him now. So now I could just buy all those, and wasn't actually a completely useless build. We actually got a new character, so that is something. And I can craft all of them we need. Perfect. Which means now Sucrose can go to level 90. I do have the books for it. Lovely. So there we go. She's maxed out. And talent-wise, I can get her burst up to level 6. And I can probably not get this up to level 9, which is where I'd like it to be. But with a little bit more crafting, I'm still a few short. Boom. Level 9. That is my Sucrose done. And now I also get the joys of building Itloa and figuring out what he does. Although realistically, I'm probably never going to use him because this account has got a whole 2 videos left in it. At least videos where I'm actually doing something. But I will farm for him at some point. But that doesn't matter now because all those characters are built. So we can jump back to the Imaginarium Theater and finally go try our luck with this. So now I don't imagine this is going to go incredible, and I'm definitely not going to be trying to get any stars because I probably will not. I reckon we can just use some throwaway characters here. So I'll put in Mizuki because she could do stuff with Dory. I'm going to put in Eula, but I'll put in Sayu. Eula is just purely throwaway because I can't use her. Obviously, she's not a support. We should be able to do this maybe with everyone else. Albeit Mizuki is not the strongest character in the world, so maybe this is not going to go as easy as I thought. There is definitely no chance of getting a star here. And now we get 2 of these big enemies. We only have 7 seconds left for the star, so yeah, this is not happening. So there we go, we did complete it, however we didn't get the star. So now we actually need to try to get the right characters for this boss. Yeah, this is going to be tricky because I need to try to get Raiden, Durin, Bennett, and someone else. So there's 3 characters I need to get for this, which I don't think we're going to be able to get. Although we can try, otherwise that first boss is going to be a bit scuffed. Now I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the enemy levels do actually get higher the different modes you go in. Like we're in the visionary mode at the moment, so I think it's higher level enemies than the ones before it. Could be wrong about that, but I feel like that is the case. Also, I'm pretty sure we're going to die here because we're doing negative damage to this enemy, and those lightning strikes do a lot of damage to us. I mean, Chi-Chi's kind of out healing it. Chi-Chi and Dory, they're kind of out healing all the thunder, although I feel like that's going to end fairly soon because I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that thunder can get to the point of almost one-shotting you. We ignore that it took us over 3 minutes, but we did get through that. God damn it. There was literally 4 characters you could have given me, and you gave me not Raiden. Surely this gives us Raiden, please. Oh my god, I need my Raiden Shogun. I do not think I can do this without Raiden. It didn't give me Raiden again. I don't think this is gonna work. I mean, we can give it a shot. We can go like full plunge attack Xian Yun. This is gonna be a team. Watch this insane team just absolutely shred this boss. Well, there goes our star bonus, and we have 30 seconds left, so this probably isn't gonna happen. You know, it wasn't far off. I mean, it wasn't necessarily close, but it wasn't far off. We might be able to do this. I mean, I could put in a Scoffier, but I kind of want to save her. Yeah, this is by no means a good team, but I think it is doing better. It was still close, but I think, yeah, there we go. Again, didn't get a star. And now it gives me Raiden and Lali and Farina. Well, I need Farina and Lali for this next fight, so let's grab Farina. And hopefully it gives me a cryo character at some point, so I can fight this, because I need to get Lali and probably Shenhe. But now we get to the slightly easier part, because all of these enemies we just don't need a good team for. We can just get rid of people. Because as long as we keep all these guys away from the monolith, we are good, except they immediately go towards the monolith. However, because they're all pretty squishy enemies, we could sort of take them down relatively well. And I mean, I only need to keep it above 35% HP, which hopefully is doable. Okay, minute and a half left. We're at 50% left on the monolith. I think this should be doable. Why is that dude here? Please target me. Don't go after the monolith. We'll just die immediately if that attacks the monolith. Can you stop attacking the monolith? I have not a lot of HP left on that. No one do any more damage. If you do more damage, no, please don't. Please, thank you. We got a single star. We had like 37% left, but we at least got through it. Hopefully we can get, yes, there we go, Companion, Cryo, give me Lali. Now let's go beat up a few Ruin Guards with, I honestly don't even know. Let's go DPS Kazuha, because that's an optimal team. I mean, not gonna lie, it's kind of working. Not incredibly, but I mean, it does help that we have Farazan against all of the Ruin Guards, because we can take them down. Hold on, why is this kind of working? It's like the worst team I've ever seen. There is negative synergy. The only synergy here is the fact that Farazan's kind of buffing Kazuha's damage, but that's literally it. And somehow, we're probably gonna get a star here. That should not have worked, but it did, so I'll take it. Let me take that Raiden, and it's not gonna give me a Shenhe, which is slightly unfortunate. Never mind, it will give me a Shenhe. We should pretty easily be able to beat this with just my regular freeze team. Oh yeah, this isn't a problem. Just shredding through this boss. And looks like we'll probably get a star on this one as well. Boom. Wait, please. That would have been cool if that finished her off, but there we go. That took us 37 seconds. This boss we want the Raiden Durin team for, and then I'd say I use the same thing for this. So let's just try something kind of scuffed for this, and then we'll use the freeze team again for this middle one in between the two. Good synergy between those guys. I literally cannot use anyone else because I need them all for the next floors or acts or whatever the hell it's called. We're going with DPS Jean, and she does no damage. Surprise, surprise. Speaking of no damage, how has this boss literally taken actually none? Not even a single bit of damage. Yeah, I think I'm going to need to rethink my teams for this one. You know what? I'm redoing that again because it actually would probably be better to use the somewhat scuffed freeze team with these guys and someone else for the perpetual mechanical array thing. And then I can use Durin here with that team. Honestly, this could kind of work. Although I don't have any Electro. And do you need Electro? You need Electro to do damage, don't you? God damn it. Okay, we're restarting it again. Let's do this again. And this time we'll just take out Jean and we'll put in Cookie. Because apparently this boss is both immune to Electro and also requires Electro to do any damage to it. Because that makes a whole heap of sense. Well, we're still doing no damage to it, but there's a little bit more damage, so I guess I'm just gonna have to stick with this. Definitely not getting a star on this one. That's for sure. I should have built DPS Bennett because he can actually do quite a bit of damage. Albeit probably not when he's got no reactions aside from Overload, which doesn't actually do anything because the enemy's immune to any form of Electro. But there we go. We got through it. Didn't get a star, but we got through it. So now, let me grab Lan Yen because sure, we'll grab Sucrose. And for this enemy, we will run the full Raiden Durin team with Benny Boy and Sarah, and then I guess I can just do some other weird Raiden team for the middle one or something. I don't know what I can do. We will figure something out. For this guy, seriously does not take any damage. There's got to be some gimmick here, because surely we should be doing more damage than like not even a third of its HP bar and we've almost run out of time. Yeah, I gotta be missing something, surely. Aha, so I do need to kill a bunch of those little things. In which case, I'm probably going to need to put Sucrose on the team, I'd say, just to group them all together. Because at the moment, he has just an insane amount of everything res, which is why we do no damage. But once he puts these little dudes out, then we can do more damage. So hopefully, we can just kill a bunch of them, and then he will take a bunch more damage. Well, there we go. That's a lot of those little... there we go. All of our damage has returned. So yeah, definitely needed Sucrose for this one. That's for sure. Now I'm going to save all my... Yeah, there we go. Going to save all my bursts because I know he's going to do this. So we can just spam them all out now. And didn't get the star, but that is fine because we did still kill the boss. Which means now we only have 2 more fights to do. And we have, I guess, cleared the Imaginarium Theater. I think I could probably... I don't have Darren left, which kind of sucks. But I think I could probably get away with some form of a Raiden team for this and then use my freeze team for the last one. So we use Raiden, Sarah, and then just put in like Jean and Lan Yan or something. Sucrose maybe? I'm gonna do Lan Yan and see what happens. I don't imagine it's gonna go very well. You know what? I think this actually kind of worked. It's not a great team, but Raiden does enough damage where I think we should be able to take both these elite enemies down. So there goes the first one. Lan Yan can finish it off. Let's go. Again, not a star, but we got through it, so that's all that matters. Which means now we can go into the very final battle. We only have 10 seconds left. I don't think this is going to happen. And I don't really have any other options for teams. Who else can make that do more damage? Actually, no, we don't have a healer, so we're not getting full Farina buffs. Let's throw in Jean, I guess, because that will give us Farina buffs, because at the moment we're not getting full Farina burst buff. I really don't think that's making that much of a difference, but you never know. We're seeing like 86,000s from Farina, so surely we should be able to get through this. Well, it's not going good, but I think it might be potentially going marginally better. Actually, never mind. I just looked at the timer. It's not going marginally better. There is still no way we are clearing this. Albeit it was closer. But yeah, there's no way. I think Jean is our best option here. We don't really have any other better healers. And there's not really anyone else I can swap out in the team. Yeah, there's not much else I can do. So let's just give it one more run. If we see the same kind of performance, I reckon that's going to be where we're going to have to call it. Which, I mean, it's not great. I would have liked to actually at least fully clear the Imaginarium Theater. But for this being a not very good Imaginarium Theater and not giving us very good synergies and elemental reactions, it's not the worst performance, I guess. Honestly, this right here is the worst bit of the entire fight. It takes so long and doesn't even do damage to the main boss. If this wasn't here, if we didn't have this stupid little thing, I reckon this would have been pretty easy. But now we have 20 seconds, which means this isn't happening. Especially because in a few seconds, right now he's going to gain immunity, and then we're going to lose a few seconds, and then, yeah, it's literally the same thing as last time. I don't think that's happening. I literally cannot think of any other teams. Even if I did rewind this performance, I don't think Darren and Raiden was going to do it any easier. So I honestly think that's as far as we can go in there. We got 3 stars. I'm pretty sure that's the most I've ever seen, at least on this account. And it's definitely the furthest we've gone. Although considering this account is already quite restricted in the fact that we have like no damage dealers, just being able to get almost through that is actually not that bad. Yes, I'd have liked to actually fully clear it. And yes, it would have been nice to get some more stars. But at the end of the day, this account is pretty much done. Not just kind of doing this for fun to see how much we could progress in there. I mean, if I tried to go back in the Spiral Abyss right now and try to do that, there's no way in hell I'd be 36 starring it. So I guess it's doing okay. So for all of you who want to see Imaginarium Theater, there you go. This account doesn't do it very well. At least not with the current rotation. But with that, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you like this video, go check out the video where we 36 starred the Spiral Abyss on this account and officially brought the main challenge to an end. And with that being said, do consider subscribing, and I'll see you all in the next one. Good. Bye.